Okay, with this video I'm going to demonstrate features and operation of these upright cross sticks. Okay, I'm going to start with the main bracket and show how you operate that. Start with the brake. The brake is now in the locked position. Pull it out to remove from the locked position, and now you can adjust up and down. So adjustment tension can be set from the back by pushing. This pushes a plate into the back of the mast that can tighten up the adjustment. I like to get it a little snug so that with the weight of my barrel on there I can reach over and freehand it up and down without the barrel pushing it down. Once you're in place where you want to be, reach over and set it in. Now it might not go all the way. You have to just give it a little twist to get it up or down to get it to set in place. The final piece of that is, if for instance the brake wants to work loose under recoil, which it shouldn't, but if it does, you can take a 1/4 by 20 bolt and slide it in from the side, and that will keep it in place during the relay. Then one more thing, with it in place, if you're getting a little bit of slop from right to left, you can tighten it down with this adjustment knob. You can also take most of the play out here, just enough to touch. There's a set screw. You can turn that in until it's just touching, so it takes a lot of the play out. Then you can do final adjustment here. Also, tightening this one will take the play out. One thing to note is, of course, when you're done and you go to put everything away and you pull the brake, you'll need to loosen these two so you can adjust it back down into place. So with this version of the cross sticks, which is, I would call it now my preferred version, I'm going to go over the setup and the height adjustments that your min and max. Now, what you need to do to set it up is pretty simple. You have two retaining pins. You push it, if it's too tight to pull out, put your thumb on the back and then push the release pin in, and then push it out with your thumb and pull at the same time. Then just swing it into place and put it back in, and then do the same with the other side. Got it out, pull it out, and then put your retaining pin back into place. So now that's the operation of the folding it out so you can set up. I'll get to the ground spikes in just a second. I want to go over though the height adjustments. This is set up for a minimum of 20.5 inches, so it has a shorter mast than I've sent on the earlier versions. But that then limits the upward adjustment to about 35 to 37. If you need higher than that, I've included a mast extender, and you can set it maximum height whatever you want. And the way that's done is, the first thing you have to do is set up the mast extender. So pull the crosshairs off. And this is the mast extender. So this hole will line up with the hole that's already on your mast. Put new ones in. You run screws into these two sides, number 10 screws. Slide your crosshairs on. And then drill a 15/64 hole, just less than a quarter, to match the pin. So for the initial setup, you want to slide the mast extender on until it lines up with the holes line up, and then you run your pin, and that's important. That pin needs to be in place before you do the next step. This is just for the initial setup of the mast extender. So you pin it in place. Then what you do is you push the wood down till it's tight. You can see in in this opening here until they're together, and then you drill pilot holes on each side for number 10 screws and then run permanent screws in there. Then with that in place, the pin will be used to hold the crosshairs in place, and when you pull this off and on, because this would be permanent into this, once it's down in place, you can tighten it down from the sides with these side bolts, and that'll take any slop out, or most of it. I'm not sure you can take it all out, but you'll take most of it out so that you don't get slop back and forth. So that's it for the top part. I'm going to go into how the spikes are held into place and then how you take them in and out. Now the spikes are in a Velcro holder. This actually, you pull this back, get your hand underneath the Velcro. You'll see it kind of have a little tab here. You can pull back, and when you pull back on that, spikes will release. Now pull that up out of the way, pound it into the ground, and with it all the way in the ground, as you assume they are, I slide this back down on top of it and put your Velcro back in place. So the next step is for your cradle mount. You just loosen that, get it to where you want. Of course, with the spike in the ground and this slid all the way down, you can take this all the way down. Just slide it out, get it to where you want, snug her down, and then slide your cradle into place. So that's how it operates. Thanks for watching. Now I'm going to demonstrate how quick and easy it is to switch over from high sitting position to a prone position with just 3 parts: a shorter mast, shorter legs. Just these 3 right here, I'll switch it over. So you can just watch while I do it, see how long it takes. Okay, that's all it takes to switch it over. This particular setup with this length of legs and mast goes down to about 11.5 inches, and it'll go up to about 17.5 inches. So that's all I wanted to show, just how easy and quick you can do that with these sticks, just with these 3 parts.